Hello there. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful journey of food photography. I am Priyamvada, a passionate foodie and food photographer. And in this video, we are going for basic understanding of light and shadows in terms of food photography. So we will be discussing light source, light modifying aids, basic light setup, and shadows. First of all, light sources. The main light source for food photography are natural and artificial lights. Sun being our natural light source make our work with camera easy because it's freely available all day long. And constantly changing angle and direction give you different moods and hues. For example, in the morning you will find sun rays coming from east with long shadows and orange glow. Whereas in the evening you will be having a soft side light with pink glow from the west direction. One more benefit of using natural light is that it shows all the actual colors and texture of food, which is not the case with all the artificial light sources. But it's difficult to shoot with cloudy skies, and if you need to shoot at night with natural light, that's where our artificial lights come into picture. Artificial light can be used if you want to shoot indoor scenarios or during night or in the areas where there is not enough sunlight. But they are expensive and a bit tricky to use. So it's better to understand natural light first. It's because it's better to understand how natural light works so that you can use that knowledge to artificial light setups for food photography later. There is one more type of light for food photography, that is soft light. It can be achieved in both natural and artificial light. Soft light is light that tend to wrap around objects and evenly distribute the light, with casting diffuse shadows and soft edges. It's used because it's most complementary light for food. It highlights the texture and detail in food very nicely. In order to create soft light, we need light modifying aids, that is reflector and diffuser. As the name suggests, reflector reflects the light from the light source on the subject. This is also known as light fill because it fills the dark areas of your setup. I have shown you a professional reflector here, but you can use any whiteboard or paper as a reflector. Diffuser. This is something that diffuses or distributes the light more evenly onto your subject. Again, I have shown you a professional diffuser here, but you can use any translucent thing. For example, a white curtain or even a tinted glass will do. Next in line is our basic setup. So, basic setup for food photography, to produce that soft glow of light, you need mainly three things: side light, diffuser and reflector. I have shown you two setups. One is backlight setup, second is side light setup. In this side light setup, as you can see, there are main four things. First, your window. I have used a diffuser here to give that soft glow and avoid the harsh lights. To fill the light, I have used a reflector, so you get the soft edges of your food. In the center is your main hero subject, whatever you want to click, and you are standing here with the camera, so the light is coming from side, so this is a basically side light setup. So this is the backlight setup. Over here I have used a diffuser on the window to give the soft glow on the subject, our main food hero. And this is a reflector, just a whiteboard, to give the soft edge to our shadows. So mainly the basic difference between the backlight setup and the side light setup is, as it says, in backlight setup the light is coming from behind and you are clicking from the front, and in the side light setup the light is coming from side of the subject and you are standing here clicking the picture. Shadows. So there are mainly three main components of food photography. Your main food subject, your hero. Second is highlight. Third is shadows. Once you get your hero or your main food subject into position, there are really only two things you need to think about in terms of light: your highlights and your shadows. Wherever your light hits the subject, it creates highlight, and wherever your subject blocks the light, creates a shadow. Many people pay so much attention to the light they forget about the dark. But you see, darkness creates depth and dimension in your photography. There's a saying that without light there's no photography, but without shadows there's no story. So you can see in a given example that in this first scenario the light is coming from top and there are almost no shadows in it. Whereas in the other photograph the light is coming from side and highlighting the shapes and texture of fruit and its bowl by keeping all the other less important spaces in shadows. Here are few other examples. So this is a star pizza photographed in two different ways. First, is your side light setup. The light is coming from side and beautifully highlighting the shape and ingredients of the pizza. In the second setup, light is coming from back to emphasize the mounds and twist of the pizza and showing different layers with the help of shadows. I hope you find this video informative and useful. So open your windows, pick up your camera and start the fun journey called food photography. If you like this video, do like, subscribe and comment. And if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section or you can contact me on given Instagram link. Till then, keep clicking. Have a great day. Bye bye. Thanks.